So hey, welcome back to Mrs. Wizard's Way. And with it being Christmas Eve, if you're watching this when it first comes out, I thought, hey, we need to do something with gifts. Not giving gifts, but I thought I'm going to interview our guys in our shop. What were their favorite and their worst gifts ever? Let's get started. So I interviewed everybody in the shop, and let's hear what they have to say. What were their favorite gifts? So my favorite gift growing up was when I was in high school, almost maybe a junior or senior, my aunt, who I adored, she was fabulous. She knew I was wanting to go into art as a major in college. She got me a portfolio, not just a little bitty thing, one of those really big, 40 inches by 30 inches, massive, big, huge portfolios. I still have it today. I still keep my work in it. It's more of storage now, but in college, I was toting that thing around with me all over the place. It was one of the best gifts that I remember. And it also carries a double meaning for me, because she was one of my favorite aunts, but she was also my aunt that was in a wheelchair. She was handicapped from basically armpits down. She had control of her arms a little. And so she really lived on a budget because she was on disability, and it meant a lot. I was like, wow, she really planned ahead to make sure that that was a gift that I really got, that I appreciated. I really did, and I still do. But I miss her though. So, okay, dear, what is your favorite, most memorable Christmas present or present you've ever gotten?
When I was a kid, the Super Nintendo just came out, and my uncle bought it for me fresh off the shelf, brand new. They just came out with it, with Super Mario World, I think it was. But that was just so amazing. I was like, wow. It literally had only been out a week, and it was in my house. I was playing on it.
Did you let your little brother play with you?
Sometimes.
Okay, that was nice of you.
Yeah.
Okay, Hoovie.
Hi.
Which present that you got in your lifetime was your favorite?
I'm wearing it. It's this. April gave it to me. It's a brand new Tag Carrera Reverse Panda, but it's designed to look retro. And when she got the job doing the F1 concours, it paid really well, and I said, well, you better buy me something nice. And she did. So it's really cool. I wear it every day now. I have some other watches, but this one just looks so nice and comfortable and everything. And the sentimental part of it, I guess that's a good one. Also, I guess my grandmother giving me my '85 Mercedes 500 SL when I was a teenager, and I still have that car. That's probably the best gift I've ever gotten, even though it broke a lot and I spent, 3 or 4 times what the car is worth fixing it, but still a big sentimental attachment there.
Zippy is a great little car.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, hey there, Danielson. So, what is your most memorable gift you've ever gotten?
Well, I gotta say that my most memorable gift has to be this Ferrari 360 engine. It was actually given to me by the Car Wizard. It was a present. It was an idea, it was back there on a trailer. And I asked him, it's like, hey, do you think we can do something fun with that engine? And it's like, I'm gonna talk to the owner. And the owner decided to give it to him, and he decided to give the engine to me. And I'm actually rebuilding this engine on my channel currently.
What was your most favorite or your best present ever?
Okay, so I'm probably gonna age myself with this one, but do you remember the little video clip where the kid got the Nintendo 64 for Christmas, and he's screaming, losing his mind? Yeah. First year I got a Nintendo 64, and it was probably the most memorable gift I've ever gotten. Yeah, I sat down and I played that thing for weeks straight.
It's a good thing Christmas break is, gives you time to,
Oh yeah.
put some quality time into your gifts. What was your most favorite present you've ever gotten?
So when I was 9 or 10, probably the best present I ever got for Christmas, I got my first tractor. So it was a 1938 Farmall F30. I seen it in the paper, and I remember begging my grandpa and my dad and stuff for it, and they surprised me with it Christmas morning, and that's probably the best Christmas present I've ever got. So yeah.
Did they wrap it with a bow?
No, but my uncle in the middle of opening presents just all of a sudden got up and was like, I gotta go do chores, and that was kind of weird. And then you heard the tractor start, and he pulled the trailer around, pulled up in the yard, which was weird too. And then I was told to go outside to help him, and on the trailer was the tractor that they got me. So
To the tractor.
I had it for many years, and right before I moved to Arizona, I thought, I was moving to Arizona and I wasn't going to be back, and I liquidated pretty much my entire tractor collection, and it was one of them that I sold, and I kind of regret that today, but it got to the guy that bought it was a guy that I knew was going to take care of it, and it was going to get proper restoration and that kind of stuff, so it was well taken care of where it went. So
That's good. That's definitely an odd Christmas present for a child.
yeah, well,
It is Kansas.
well, and for me, that's it's
It's been a lifelong
Yeah.
problem.
So
Of course, boys and their toys. Of course, it totally makes sense. I mean, why would you give a tractor to an 8-year-old unless they're crazy D? And of course, gaming. Of course, they're going to love that. And engines, of course. But let's move on to the one gift that everybody got that they were kind of like, this isn't my favorite gift. So my gift that I didn't like terribly much was from a grandma, and she really never really connected with my sister and I. She never understood who we were and what we liked, and so one year she gave us fanny packs. I don't really remember a time when fanny packs were in fashion, but this one definitely wasn't. We were little kids, and she gave us fanny packs. They didn't fit us. They literally, we could push them and pull them all the way down. I mean, they didn't even stay at our waist. I mean, our fanny couldn't hold them up. And they weren't the kind that you could put anything in. All you could hold in them was like a credit card. But we were kids. We didn't have credit cards. So that was the one that was probably because she was just least connected to us and she didn't know who we were and what we might have liked. But that was definitely the gift that I'm still scratching my head on. Worst gift you've ever been given?
The worst gift is when I was at a family Christmas, kind of a get-together, and I see different aunts and uncles, and people are getting cash gifts and watches and nice stuff. Really, everyone got something really nice that Christmas. I got a container of cashews, and that's it.
I'm sorry, dear.
That was terrible.
That was not good. Do you
No.
like cashews?
I do, but it's like, why did I get such a low gift? But anyways, that's the way it was, and whatever.
You survived.
I survived.
Okay.
I get really cool gifts now.
You do. You get them for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, dear.
All right.
Bad gifts. Oh, there's plenty, but I feel like underwear. Let's go back to my grandmother. So she gave me a car, but then she gave me underwear. It sort of turned into a joke, but there was one time where it was for real, and it was 2 sizes. Like, I'm a teenager, 15, 16. She's giving me kids' underwear still with like little characters on it and stuff, and it was embarrassing at the time and really strange. So that was a really bad gift. I don't know. I haven't gotten a Jelly of the Month Club or anything from Bosses or the Wizard or whatever, but so overall pretty lucky, I guess.
Well, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So, what's the worst gift you've ever gotten?
Well, the worst gift I've ever gotten had to be Axe body spray when I was younger. It might explain all my single years in middle school and lack of parties and stuff. So I definitely have to blame my grandma for that.
Grandmas are the best.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, thank you, sir.
Of course.
And what was the gift that you liked the least that you've ever gotten?
Well, one year I got assorted soaps. You know the little seashell soaps? I'm, again, probably aging myself with that one.
I remember those, but they were like my grandma's bath.
I think it was my little sister that she wanted to give me something. So it's not really terrible. Like, it was, the thought that counts, in the most complete sense of that phrase, but definitely it was confusing for me.
For sure. At least I guess it had use.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So what was the worst or the most unpleasant gift you were ever given?
You asked us this yesterday to think about this, and I thought about it, and I can't think of one particular horrible gift, but I've had the usual tons of underwear and socks that you get and stuff that you're like, oh yeah, thanks, wonderful, and you kind of throw off to the side and you're like, Yeah, one. But I couldn't think of like one that just sticks out in my mind of like, this was, what the world were you thinking giving this to me? You know, there's just a whole pile of mediocre and yeah, thanks kind of gifts, you know.
Well, very good. At least you didn't get something, horrible like, dancing cactuses.
Well, yeah, but, that's, yeah.
Well, thank you, sir.
No problem.
So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. And if you have any great gifts that you got or some that you wish that maybe you hadn't, I'd love to hear them. Put them in the comments. Share them with everybody else. Otherwise, I'm glad that you were able to join with us today. This has been a great video, and I hope you catch you again next time. Bye.